Thriving Kids is very topical in New South Wales at the moment, and rightfully so. All of us, providers, participants and families, people working in schools, the whole community have heard a lot about foundational supports and Thriving Kids for many years now. And DCJ, the Department of Communities and Justice, recently released their expression of interest for the tender for Thriving Kids. And I guess the big piece of information out of that is the tender is pretty much solely focused on the not-for-profit sector and excluding the private sector of all different providers, allied health providers included. It does say that private practices, private providers can put in an EOI, but there's no guarantee of being included in a tender or future work, with DCJ being quite explicit that their preference is to be working with NFPs. That's come through advocacy bodies like Occupational Therapy Australia, the Australian Physiotherapy Association, Speech Pathology Australia, Dietetics Australia, all the allied health peaks saying, hey, you're excluding a wealth of clinical knowledge and expertise across the private sector that's been built up across over a decade now of supporting participants on the NDIS. So it'll be interesting to see how this starts to roll out across the months ahead through the EOI, through the tender process, and commencing some services from October this year, rolling through 2027 and into the full rollout of Thriving Kids in 2028. What does it mean for us here at Community Therapy? We, through CT Kids, Community Therapy Kids, our paediatric department, we will continue doing what we do best, which is supporting children, adolescents and families across the Central Coast, and Hunter, Lake Macquarie, Newcastle, Maitland, Port Stephens included, across occupational therapy, physiotherapy, speech pathology, and soon dietetics as well. Naturally, we are reviewing the implications of Thriving Kids and what that means for our department into the future. What it does mean is we probably will see our focus continue to be on children with quite profound disabilities, moderate disabilities, and any of the children and families that may transition from NDIS to Thriving Kids across the next 12, 24 months. We'll be there to support them. And we'll be there to continue working with all of our partner organisations, NDIS providers, coordinators of support, schools and preschools to navigate this period. So big changes, but at the same time, we'll just continue what we're doing best, which is supporting the child, the adolescent, the family in front of us. And I guess it's not our first rodeo working in the NDIS, and we work across the aged care sector as well for our adults team. We're quite used to sector reform and changes. And what we like to say internally is we take a slow, smooth response and process to these things. So we're going to have a chat as a leadership team over the coming weeks, attend some of the Thriving Kids information panels, look at how we participate in the EOI process, and then continue to do what we do best, as I said, which is support the children and families that we love supporting.